The Black Ops 6 Zombies teasers have been getting pretty crazy over the past week. We've already had a bunch of new teasers dropped over the past few days, all from this brand new website called The Truth Dies. Of course, previously they were hyping up the campaign reveal with having all those teasers on the Truth Lies website, but now we have The Truth Dies, which, yes, is all focused around zombies, which is really exciting. And honestly, I think these teasers might lead to a reveal that we might get even before COD Next, but most likely it probably will be all at COD Next. But I think it'd be pretty cool if they gave us at least like one trailer before COD Next, and then so when COD Next rolls around, we get actual gameplay there, because we know that we are going to be getting gameplay there. So I think it would just make sense to see a trailer beforehand, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's talk about some of these teasers though, because some of them don't give a lot of information. Some of it is just kind of hyping it up a little bit, just kind of showing little bits and pieces here or there. But some of it actually gives a lot of story information. And the one that was a complete bombshell that just released today was this teaser right here.
My heart beats only for them.
Now this one confirms the Gobblegum system is going to be very similar to Black Ops 3's Gobblegum system, where there's going to be actual Gobblegum machines. And obviously it's really cool to see what the actual Gobblegum machines are going to look like, because honestly, I was expecting maybe we would get something very similar to the original Gobblegum machine from Black Ops 3 with just some slight changes here or there. But no, they completely redesigned it, and I absolutely love this redesign. I like how they have it themed around the Mr. Peaks character. Of course, Mr. Peaks is the bunny rabbit that appeared in the mystery box as the teddy bear. Basically, it has the same mechanic as a teddy bear from prior Zombies maps, but within the Dark Ether story, that is what is in the box now. And we didn't really know too much about this rabbit, but I think we are going to be learning more and more about him, obviously, if the Gobblegums are focused around it. A couple things I want to point out from this teaser. First of all, you can see at the very end of the teaser a bunch of Gobblegum logos in the background, and a lot of these logos are familiar to us. And at first, I didn't think too much of it. I thought maybe they were just placeholders, but why would they use placeholders for a teaser like this? These are definitely going to be actual Gobblegums in the game. And if we look at it, we can see Perkaholic is there, we can see Wall Power is there, Stock Option, Profit Sharing, and Cash Back. And if you guys don't know anything about Black Ops 3 Zombies, Perkaholic essentially gives you all the perks in the game, and obviously we don't know if these Gobblegums are going to work the exact same way as Black Ops 3, but chances are they probably will. So this one should give you, in theory, all the perks in the game right when you pop it. Wall Power lets you automatically pack a punch at wall weapon. You go up to the next wall weapon and just automatically becomes pack-a-punched. Stock Option, it makes it so you don't have to reload and all the bullets you fire just get taken from your reserves. Profit Sharing is kind of like this way where you just kind of like share points between players. You're just actively getting the same amount of points even if you're not the one shooting the zombies. As long as your teammates near you, you will be sharing points. And then Cashback is just a max ammo Gobblegum. So this is really cool, obviously, to see these Gobblegums return. I'm sure we'll get lots of new ones as well. You can see their different rarities though, like the coloring is very different, the look of them are very different, so I'm not exactly sure what the rarity system is going to look like here, but I bet it's going to be very different than Black Ops 3. But it's just nice to know that there's actually going to be physical machines for Gobblegums, rather than doing the Elixir system for Black Ops 4, where you just kind of had the Gobblegums always on your D-pad, and you just pop them basically whenever you want, and then they recharge over time. I like the idea of having to go up to the machine and actually purchasing it, and then getting a random Gobblegum out of your loadout selection if you choose, you know, whatever 5 Gobblegums you want in your loadout, which is what you have to do in Black Ops 3. So definitely happy to see that for sure. One last thing I want to say about the Mr. Peaks video, I absolutely love the personality this video has, the music in it, the jingle, and even this little cartoon clip they have here, which to me just really screams 90s. Like, this looks like a 90s cartoon. One thing I want to point out is there's these like weird things on the floor in the forest here that Mr. Peaks is in. And I'm not sure if I'm crazy here, but those kind of look like the pods from Shadows of Evil. Now, those could be completely separate things. Maybe they have no correlation, but I just wanted to point that out. They kind of look like Shadows of Evil pods, just a little bit. And some of the other teasers that were released yesterday, there was actually some clips they showed that almost looked like in-game footage of like civilians running around and just getting attacked by zombies. And this is my guess of what all this means. Chances are Liberty Falls is going to have some sort of intro cinematic that involves civilians getting attacked in Liberty Falls from zombies. And I think this would be a really cool opportunity to do something really interesting with the start of this game within Liberty Falls. Imagine they started off where you are playing as whatever character you are, whether it's operators or a playable crew, and you are just in Liberty Falls with civilians all around, and it starts off with zombies just killing civilians. And while you're kind of there, you just see a bunch of people getting attacked, ripped apart, ripped to shreds. And then you have to either just try to save some people, or you can just let them die, whatever. Maybe you get some rewards for saving them. I have no idea, but I think that would be really awesome. They could turn a lot of them into side quests, even some that last over time. Like, they're not just something you could do in the first round, but also maybe civilians will be hiding around the map and you could randomly come across them during the match, and then you can interact with them and maybe they'll ask for help. And that could be the way they do side quests. You don't have to have all the side quests be like very secretive things. They can just be kind of simple things as well. Some of them could be really hidden Easter eggs, but some of them can be kind of simple. Like, imagine you come up to someone that's hiding behind a door and they want, I don't know, to find their kid or something. They're like, oh, my little girl's lost, please help me find her. And then your task is now to go around the map finding this little girl. Maybe you have to listen out for her cries. Maybe you can hear her crying somewhere, and then you find her and you have to carry her and then shoot zombies as they come across you to save this little girl and get her across the map to the mother. That to me would be so fucking cool. It would be a really cool way to interact with AI characters and the map itself. Because zombies doesn't do that a lot. Zombies, usually you're in an abandoned place where there's no other people. Maybe sometimes they'll have like one or two AI characters, like, you know, Hasselhoff on Spaceland or the Hermit on Tiger Totem. Like, sometimes they'll do stuff like that, but most of the time there's not many people there. There's never a lot of different characters messing about. But imagine if this map is just full of civilians, full of people just hiding around, and that is all side quests you can do. Maybe sometimes the side quests come in right away. Sometimes these characters aren't there at all during the game and it's just kind of thrown around randomly. I think that would be absolutely awesome, would add a lot of depth to the map experience. The most important thing about doing something like this, though, is making sure that you are not punished for not helping the civilians, because that would turn it into like an Exozombies infection situation where you guys all know the really terrible survivor things that you have to do on infection, and if you don't do them, you get punished by not being able to turn on the power for the next like 2 minutes or something. I forget the exact amount, but you can't essentially use anything that requires power for 2 minutes. It's so frustrating, and then you have to go all around the map and turn all the power switches back on. It's so stupid. It's such a bad punishment, and like any punishments like that just shouldn't exist. All this stuff should be optional. You get little rewards for doing it, but you are not at all required to do it. You can just kind of ignore it. The only sort of punishment you'll get is the feeling of guilt, because you'll see them ripped to shreds, and maybe, you know, maybe you come across them later in the game. If you didn't help them, you just kind of see their body just mangled or something. Like, stuff like that would just add so much more immersion to the experience, and I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But please, for the love of God, do not add enemy human AI soldiers. I do not want to see that crap. We saw that in Modern Warfare Zombies. I don't want to see that in round-based zombies. Please, I heard some leaks about it. I really hope it's not true. If you're going to add human characters, have them be civilians that you can help or whatever, but do not have human AI enemies. That's just not fun to me. At least not fun in zombies. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of these teasers? We're definitely going to be getting some more within the next few days, and I'll definitely post more videos if we get some more information that's interesting enough for me to talk about. I will see you guys all in my next one. Peace out.